Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to solve if the array is sorted and the rotated problem. Using an optimal approach, I will explain it step by step in a beginner and friendly way. So let's get started. So they gave an array like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you check this array, you will see the increasing pattern. We can able to say it is a sorted and okay, it is sorted. So what do you mean by rotated? So in the another example, they given like 3, 4, 5. You will see some pattern like 3, 4, 5 is a continuous number and 1, 2 is another continuous number. So here is a breakpoint. So you can able to say it is rotated, but it is sorted. How? Like from 1, 2, we will check from the starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is rotated, but it's also sorted. So they giving this problem to check this condition and whether it is sorted and rotated condition also. So let's get started. How you will check? You will take a initial pointer. So you will iterate through the every element using an index I, and you will use a counter to check if it is a rotated or not. You will initialize that also with the 0, and you will check whether the next is you will for checking next condition. You will take the next variable. Okay, you will take some formula for the next. That is an I plus 1 modulus of n. So why this formula means if you are index like 1, 2, 3, 4, you are checking next condition I plus 1. If you want to come back to the 0 and you want to check this condition also for the rotated condition, you will check if it isn't if you are checking to the 4, if you are in the currently 4 and you want to check the condition for the first index also, you will just 3 plus 1 modulus of 4. So 4 modulus of 4 is of course it points to the 0th index. So that's why I'm taking this formula to check for the next conditions. So it's first it initially is pointing to the 1 because I is 0 is pointing to the index 1. It's check if the I current element of array is smaller than the next. So it is smaller than, you will do nothing, and again you will iterate through the every element like 1, and next will be pointing to the 2, and you will check if the 2 is smaller than 3, and you will just iterate and check like this. So 3 is smaller than 4, and you will end up the loop here. Okay, and 3, and you will end up the loop here. So for checking this condition, next is an example like 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So initially the I is pointing to the first index, so whether it's sorted or not, and counter is 0, and next is pointing to the first index 4. Okay, so you will iterate through the whether is a 3 is smaller than 4. If it is, then it's do nothing, and just it iterate through the next element. Now I is pointing to the first index, and next will move to the next. Okay, so next you will check 4 is smaller than 5. Yeah, it is. So you will next you will move to the next pointer. Then you will check whether the whether the then you will next moving, and whether the 5 is smaller than 1. It is not. Y is greater than the 1. Here you will increment the counter 1. So why you are taking counter, I will tell you why. So uh, 5 is greater than 1, so I am incrementing counter if it is greater. So next you will check for the next condition also, and I is smaller than 2, will do nothing, and do 2 again you will check for the 2 also, because the next will encounter 4 means it's go to the starting index. So next you are calculating the current element with the next element like 3, and 2 is smaller than the 3. Yeah, of course you will do nothing, and the end of the loop. So why we taken this counter means you will know why I taken, because it isn't rotated and sorted. So I previously said like you get the fashion like 3 4 5 and 1 2 and 1 2 3 4 5. Just it is sorted, but it is rotated. Okay. In the next condition, like these conditions, it is not sorted and rotated. So why? Because you get more than the one breakpoint. If you get more than the one breakpoint, it is not sorted and rotated. So we will check like index is 0 and counter is 0 also, and the next is pointing to the 1. So again you will go to the index 0 at the end. Okay, that we want to check. So at the I point, I is pointing to the starting index, you are checking to the next index, but it is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, you will just increment as the previous step I told you, like that. So then next you will check next I is greater to the next index 1. Okay, the next is pointing to the index 2. So 1 is smaller than 3, you will do nothing. 3 is smaller than 4, you will do nothing. Just iterate. Okay, and you will do nothing. And at the end, at the index 3, you will check for the starting index 0. Okay, you will check whether the 4 is smaller than 2. It is not, because 4 is greater than the 2. At these conditions, like 2 is greater than 1, you will increment 1, and 4 is greater than 2, you will increment 2. So counter become 2. Why I taken this means you you want to get only the one breakpoint. If you get two breakpoints, then you can able to say it is not sorted. It is not sorted. Okay, why means like if you see from sort and minor like 1 2 3 4, if you rotate 2 3 4 and 1, you again rotate 3 4 2 1, again you will rotate means 4 2, sorry, I am here taken 1, here 2, so here 1 2 3, again you will rotate means 1 2 3 4. So in these rotations you will not encounter this example 2 1 3 4. Here there is no like 2 1 3 4, so it is not sorted and rotated. That's all. Next we will see. Okay, let's code it in a lead code. Okay, I'm taking counter. I'm initializing it to the 0. I'm taking another variable as in, and I am initializing that to the length. So I'm looping to the every element. I'm using I. So up to the n, I'm iterating, making I plus plus. So I'm taking initializing next element with the formula as I plus 1 mod of n. So we are checking the conditions like nums high. If it is greater, you will increment the counter. Okay. You just increment the counter and exit from the if condition. And you are checking again if the counter is greater than the 1, you just return the false. Otherwise you will return true. Let's check if it is running or not. Yeah, it's accepting. That's all for today. Thank you. It's giving 100% accuracy.